Welcome to The Explainer. So today, we're breaking down a podcast that has absolutely cracked the code on going viral. I mean, how did two best friends turn their chats into a global media phenomenon? Well, we're going to dig in and look at the exact formula they use, week in and week out. All right, let's just start with this number, 2.23 million. That's just their YouTube subscribers. And to give you an idea of how big that is, that's more than the population of a lot of major cities. And honestly, that's just scratching the surface. Because see, that massive YouTube success, that's only one piece of the puzzle. Over on Spotify, ShxtsNGigs is consistently, and I mean consistently, a top 5 podcast in the entire world. We're talking about a true audio juggernaut here. So the big question is, how on earth did they pull this off? Let's get into it. First up, let's meet the guys behind the mics. Okay, so at the heart of it all, the show is really just built on this incredibly real, totally infectious chemistry between two best friends, James and Farhad. But here's the thing. That amazing friendship, that's just the starting point. It's the foundation for what is actually a super smart, super deliberate formula. And that brings us right to the core of their whole operation, what we're going to call the relatability engine. Seriously, this is the secret to how they create a literally endless stream of content that just clicks with millions of people. You know, their secret weapon is actually kind of simple. It's brilliant, but it's simple. They just ask questions about things we've all gone through. You know the kind. The questions you can't help but answer in your own head while you're listening. It's like they're tapping right into the shared experiences we all have. Like, take this one. They'll ask about our families. How dramatic is your dad? Come on, who doesn't have a story about a dramatic parent? It's an instant connection. Or they'll hit you with something like this, tapping into that moment of pure frustration, that breaking point we've all had, right? Whether it was at a terrible job or maybe just with your laptop freezing for the 10th time. You hear that question, and boom, you're immediately thinking about your own final straw. And of course, they go right there, into the super messy, kind of awkward, but always hilarious world of dating. They're talking about those cringy moments, those weird icks in a relationship that we all know but maybe don't want to admit out loud. And it all comes full circle, right? They celebrate the very foundation of their show, friendship. You see a prompt like, funniest best friend stories, and you can't help it. Your mind just instantly goes to your own crew and all the wild stories you have together. Okay, but here's where it gets really, really clever. Because just asking a relatable question, that's only part of it. The real genius move is how they package these questions. They've built a repeatable, super shareable, totally viral framework. It's not just about the topic you see, it's all about the container they put it in. They have absolutely perfected this explain X in Y terms format. It's amazing. They'll take something everyone can talk about, like an X, and then make you describe it through a totally random lens, like skincare terms, or your love life, but in gym terms. It's this brilliant little creative box that forces your brain to come up with these hilarious, one-of-a-kind connections. And the answers are always gold. And this leads to the most important part of their whole strategy. By using these clever frameworks, they've done something that is just genius. Their audience isn't just a bunch of people listening in. Nope, they've effectively turned them into co-writers for the show. And what's crazy is they're not even trying to hide it. They lean right into it. I mean, so many of their episode titles are just flat out reading your comments. They've basically taken what would be a small segment on any other show and made it the entire main event. And this chart just lays it all out perfectly, doesn't it? Think about it. A normal show has a whole writer's room, producers, planned out segments. But for ShxtsNGigs, their content engine is the comment section. It's the DMs. It's the actual real-life stories from millions of their listeners. It's a completely different model. All right, so let's put all the pieces together. Let's really boil this down. What is the exact formula that's driving this insane success? It really is a 4-step loop, almost like a flywheel that just keeps spinning. Step 1, you start with that authentic chemistry, right? It makes you feel like you're just kicking back with your buddies. Step 2, they hit you with those super relatable questions that make you want to chime in. Step 3, those viral frameworks make your story fun and easy to share. And then, step 4, all of that content you just created, it gets fed right back into the next episode. It's basically a self-powering content machine. And all of this really leaves us with a pretty fascinating final thought. Because the success of ShxtsNGigs, it's not really just about one podcast, is it? it kind of points to a whole new future for entertainment. A future where that line between the creator and the audience just gets blurrier and blurrier until it disappears completely. So the real question is, what happens next when everyone is the co-host?